This video is very dear to my heart because it's my first time filming a back to school video, and it will also be my last time because January will be my last semester. I am beyond excited to start my semester knowing that this will be my last. Like a lot of people, I am not a big fan of school. I enjoy working a lot more than school, but with that being said, I am grateful to be a part of the UofT community, and I will grind until the last minute. Without further ado, let's get started. What I always do before the start of a semester is to plan everything out in my planner. This is the planner that I am currently using. It's the 2020 September to 2021 September school agenda from Muji in the size medium. It's very simple and minimalistic, and it also comes in a little clear book cover, which is great for any accidental spills. And I also love how it comes with a little bookmark. Even though it's not enough for me, I added 2 more, but it's the thought that matters. The first thing that I always do is to flip to the back where I have free space to draw out a couple of visual representations of how my year would look like. This includes drawing out my schedule in a graph format. I am a huge visual learner, so drawing everything out in graphs and charts really helps me remember what I have to do throughout the semester. And here's the final product. You can always add more courses, but I added one as an example. Another thing I make every semester is a grades tracker. Now, I feel like this is really helpful, especially if you want to keep yourself accountable when it comes to grades. I picked up this habit during the second year of university, and I feel like it really helped me. So in the beginning of each semester, I would always go through every single syllabus and write down anything that contributes to my mark in the course. And then in the column beside that, I would write down how much they weigh. So whenever a test mark or like any marks are given back to you, you're kind of forced to revisit the chart again and have a visual representation of where you're currently standing in the course, whether or not you should work harder, whether or not you're doing okay. I find myself using this tracker most often during exam period to calculate how hard I have to study for the final exam in order for me to do well in the course. The last thing I have on the spread is a quarter, annual, monthly spread. This is a place where I put down all the important dates that are academically related onto one single spread. How I would do this is I would box the different dates with color correlated pens. So for example, for assignments, I would box the date with a blue pen, and right beside it, I would write down exactly what type of assignment is due that day. I really like this system because it allows me to take a glance and know when exactly throughout the semester I am free and when I am buried by homework. Another thing I like to do is I like to go back and write down all the important dates that I have written in the back of the journal into the monthly spread. I find this really helpful, especially towards my anxiety, because I tend to worry about the future a little too much. So writing down everything in a magnified monthly spread really ground me to focus on the present and work on what's in front of me first. Unlike the quarter annual spread, this one is a little bit more present focused, and I can also add my personal things and extracurriculars onto this spread as well. One last thing that I like to do is to make a to-do list in the beginning of my weekly spread. This is something that I usually do either on Sunday night or Monday morning. I would make a list, write down the things that needs to get done in the order of its priority, and then I would try to assign the different things I have to do onto my actual schedule. The next thing I want to do is to clean up my workspace. As you can see here, my desk is extremely small. This is my high school setup that I have long grown out of. But throughout uni, I've always studied at libraries and cafes. I haven't really studied at home, so I didn't really mind it. But since COVID hit, I've been at home more often, and this space is just too small for me to work in. I am ordering a new desk, which is coming in a month. So stay tuned for my room makeover. But for the time being, I am going to try to clean up the space and declutter everything to make my entire desk more work-friendly. The last thing that we're gonna do today is to get all my electronics ready for school. It sounds kind of weird saying this, but we are in 2021 and I gotta say, I've only used pen and paper up until the first semester of university, and after that, I have converted 100% to electronics except for my planner. I have tried digital planner for a while, but it wasn't really working out. I do have a couple of things in mind that I want to do for my electronics. First one being, I want to download a clock app for all of my devices. I know this is nothing new, but I think it would really boost my productivity if I have a clock right beside me, so I know exactly how long it takes for me to complete a task. The next thing I want to do is to create folders for the different courses that I have. This is something I do every single semester, but over the years it has been really fun because I have learned to make custom icons, and it just makes the entire thing so aesthetically pleasing. I would go on Canva, select the different icons that I like and that is relevant to the course, and then I would download it as a PNG file and add it to my folder. I think it makes my home screen so aesthetically pleasing and less boring for the school year. The last thing that I want to do is to download an app called Flora. This is a free productivity app I've seen people use. Apparently you can set goals, and when you follow it, the tree grows, but when you exit the app to do something else like go on social media, the tree dies, which is really cool because I always struggle with focusing on my schoolwork without using any social media. I always use it for like 5 minutes and I go on TikTok for like half an hour, which is so unhealthy. So I was hoping this app will help me. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next week. Bye!